Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. There is no intro today because I kinda already messed up with the first one because my brother and his girlfriend came back and I accidentally somehow deleted it. So yeah, I'm just gonna kinda try and speed through. But yeah, once again, this one was made by Oshira's Transmigrate, and I have one important message for you. Um, uh, I want you all to go over to Anime Alternate, I think, and subscribe to his channel. He does what ifs. He only has one what if so far, but it's pretty good. It's what if Naruto was full Uzumaki, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, chapter 30. Chapter 39, The Inn of Otagakure. Previously, Naruto-kun, it's your old friend. You have one day to save your fiancé and sister. If you aren't there by then, I'll introduce what you call rapists. See you in Oda. Your friend, fiendishly, Yukito Kabuto the Otokage. When Naruto finished reading the message, his eyes bled purple. Yeah, bled purple with rage. 6 Tomi were spinning rapidly while orange markings pigmented on the side of his eyes. The whole floor began steaming white away the message. His parents looked on worried. Usually when something bad happened he would curse, but now he was silent. The mask, 2 cloaks, and hats melted away, and he used Suten Chakra to make his shock of blonde hair flat. Suddenly he disappeared in a burst of speed. Then Minato understood what Naruto was trying to do. Decrease air resistance by removing any unnecessary articles of clothing and making a streamlined shape as he ran against the wind. Come on, Minato-kun, we have to catch up, Kushina yelled, taking off. The blonde nodded, speeding after his wife. Naruto was angry, angrier than he had ever been in his life, angrier than when he was tortured when he was younger without knowing why. Not only about Kabuto capturing them, he had also threatened him with rape. As he left a giant mist in his wake, as a result of his intense speed and friction between his feet and the ground, causing groundwater to evaporate instantly and then condense to form the mist. He thought about how they could have been captured in the first place. Yugito was a skilled kunoichi, unless they had first kidnapped Aiken, then threatened to kill her if Yugito didn't go with them. That made the most sense. While making his blood boil at Kabuto's manipulation. By this time, Minto had given Kushina a piggyback ride, as Naruto was too fast. At this rate, they would make it to Oda within an hour, and Oda was all the way on the opposite side of the Land of Fire, which spun about a third of the elemental nations. Naruto was moving at a speed faster than even a speeding bullet. That his Shura could fire, which was quite fast indeed. Otsukakuru. As Naruto neared the village, he formed the hand signs Kage no Bunchu no Jutsu. No, Taiju Kage no Bunchu no Jutsu. Thousands of clones burst into existence, each holding Karaishin Kunai. The sheer number were enough to surround the whole village completely. Forming cancels, they chose Kunai Taju Kage no Bunchu no Jutsu. Kunai Mass Shadow Clone Jutsu. When they tossed each of their kunais towards Oda in the village itself, it began raining millions of kunais. Every single square meter of the village was covered by at least one kunai. In Ota Mansion, hey, it looks like your precious Naruto is here, Kabuto said, leering at the 2 girls. Both were bound by ropes and had chakra-suppressing seals on them. Even though the younger girl might not be able to mold chakra, Kabuto wasn't taking any chances when it came to Naruto and his friends. Back outside. Tosan, Kasan, stay out of this, Naruto said as he formed a hand seal to search for the only remote Hiraishin kunai Siki in the air, Yukito's ring. Kushina was about to protest when Minato held her back. We must know when to let our son make his decisions. She reluctantly agreed. In Ota Mansion, a brief flash appeared right next to Yukito. The blonde then freed both of them from their bond seals. Looks like you're early. By 23 hours, Naruto-kun, Kabuto commented as he watched the blonde slash off the captive's ropes. Yukishi, Kabuto, Naruto roared, sending a flying punch at the ex-assistant of Orochimaru. Kabuto dodged, but was still sent flying back. Then he noticed the orange markings around Naruto's eyes. Seijar, Kawi Taki, Naruto said as his body was encased in green chakra. I'll show you some of my own. Simple Mukun Tensei, Seijar, incurrent reincarnation. Kabuto yelled as purple markings surrounded his eyes. His desk sprung alive, its legs extended towards the Uzumaki trio, yes, including Yagito. The mahogany wood was about to impale them when Naruto forced it back with the Matarasu. Judging by the name, he used natural energy to insert it into the inorganic object, remaking them. Okay, that's creepy, Naruto thought before he had to drag a flying stapler and metal ruler. Yukito-chan, take Aki-chan and get out of here, Naruto whispered. Don't ask, but my parents are outside in red and yellow masks waiting for us. Yukito was puzzled, but did as told. It's between you and me, creepy bastard, Naruto shouted, lunging towards Kabuto. The ex-Konoha nin simply pulled on his red cloak and hood, which had yellow circles, like eyes, at the temple area. Naruto planted two fists into the stomach, which were quickly blocked by him. What's with the snake tail, Kabuto? Just like your master. Kabuto snorted. Don't associate me with Orochimaru, Naruto taunted. Or what, Little Red Riding Hood? Kabuto growled, Sinpon, Haku no Jutsu, Seijar, White Extreme Attack. A giant red dragon shot out of his mouth with an orb in its left front leg flying towards Naruto. Suddenly, it began coiling itself around the orb, producing loud noise and blinding white light. Naruto instinctively closed his eyes, but then realized that was the point of this jutsu in the first place. Forming concealed, he whispered, Fujin Bun Kag. The sound barrier surrounded Kabuto and the dragon, while Naruto noticed that his Sharingan could actually see through the light. He pretended to be in pain as Kabuto approached him. When he was within range, Naruto yelled, Mokuton Jirin Tento, wood style, forest destruction. Giant trunks shot out from the ground, intent on impaling the slippery snake. Kabuto jumped back, only to be shoved roughly into the opposite wall. Odakag-sama. Some of the guards called when they heard a loud smash in the wall. Kabuto waved them away. Go capture the two girls who I brought back now. Hey, they yelled, disappearing. I'll show you who you're up against in the war. Naruto-kun, Kabuto said, clapping his hands. Kijutsu. Kitsu Ito Tensei, Forbidden Jutsu, Summoning Immortal World Reincarnation. Four coffins rose up with the kanji inscribed on them. There was the title Yondama Kazakage, Sendame Raikage, Nidame Tsuzukage, and Nidame Mizukage. Naruto's cloak flickered, entering Buji mode. Futon Rasen Shuriken, wind style, twin Rasen. The blonde tossed his chakra shuriken at the coffins, destroying two of them. Now there were two left. The coffins opened, revealing the Yodami Kazakage and the Nidame Mizukage, which Kabuto ordered to attack. As they lunged towards Naruto, who deactivated his cloak, the Nidame Mizukage smirked. Gaki, nice suit. I see you and I share the same fashion sense. Naruto winced his nose in disgust as the Mizukage suit, which was gray and pink striped. He ducked to the side as the Kizakage's gold dust shot towards him in the form of spears. Mizukage Dono, Kazakage Dono. You two have been reincarnated by a man named Yugishi Kabuto. You are under his control and are the main force for the battle against us, the Allied Shinobi Force. In the Fourth Shinobi World War, Naruto explained calmly when a barrage of water jutsus were fired at him. Doton Dotakareki, Naruto continued. Dono, are you a Kage? The Yodame Kazekage asked, as if he was forced to launch another gold dust missile. Naruto smirked, letting his regale materialize. Not just the Hokage, but the Uzukage too. The Nidame Mizukage asked, um, incurri- incredulously. Kabuto, meanwhile, just looked amused at this new revealed. Drawing his katana, Naruto sliced through the gold dust, then aimed the Kazekage. He then aimed at the Kazekage. Doton Choto no Jutsu, or style, super weighted boulder jutsu. The gold dust that the Kazekage was using was immediately made super heavy, rendering it almost useless when he shouted, Orekun Butsun, gold dust tsunami. The dust was summoned, fell to the floor. What? The Kazekage yelled. I know your son, Kazekage Dona, Naruto said as he dashed towards him. The real Kazekage Sabunogara, he announced as he slashed at the Kazekage, who barely dodged before backhanding Naruto away, or tried to. Naruto's perceptive eyes let him duck under the Ito Kage's arms before slamming an Odama Rasengan into his gut. Your Jinton magnet style has failed you, Naruto said. Jumping towards the fallen Kage, he punched. He got up, punching Naruto. In response, the blonde raised his arms to take the blow, uh, countered with Kizo Kumo, frog kate roaring attack. Shadow clones yeah, rapidly slammed their Senjutsu enhanced fist into the Kazekage, throwing him up into the air. Another clone then drop kicked him back to the ground where the original was waiting. Naruto plunged his fist into the Yodama Kazekage's gut, using Sage Chakra and Shinra Tensei to blast him all the way into a wall. Said Kage slumped against the wall, un- unconscious. Suddenly, Naruto had to duck as a water bullet blitzed past his head. You're thinking a water bullet was harmless. However, this water was highly pressurized, made with Shin no Jutsu, water transformation jutsu, and performed into a bullet through the Mizupun no Jutsu, water gun jutsu. It was no child's play. This was a this was yeah, testified when the bullet slammed into a wall, destroying it. Naruto sweat at the sheer power. He then flew towards the Mizukage, who yelled, Shucho Baku Shoujo. Forming cancels, Naruto replied, Raikeki Gai. The Raishin Jutsu easily tore into the waves, charging it electrically. Forming a Rasengan, he yeah, prayed to Kami that this would work. He began challenge, channeling Raishin chakra into it, and watched as the orb glowed a bright blue. Lightning chakra tracking with power and the intensity of chakra increasing. A circle of Raishin chakra on the floor surrounded him, helping to charge the jutsu. Even the Mizukage stopped to admire his power. Raikiri! Naruto yelled as he vanished as his vision tunneled, focusing on his target. Within seconds, his hand pierced the Mizukage's chest. The lightning electrocuted him, making him disintegrate into ashes. Naruto turned around, only to be met by a fist to the now conscious Katsukage. Uh, wind indicating his eyes in shock, they glowed a bright red. The Yodama Kazekage fist widening his eyes in shock, they glowed a bright red. The Yodame Kazekage's fist passed right through him. When he faced through the Kage, completely, Naruto shouted Shinra Tensei, channeling as much chakra as he could to force slam the Kazekage straight into a wall, disintegrating him as well. Kabuto appeared applauded. Very impressive, Naruto-kun. Playtime is over. See you in the war. Then he disappeared. Naruto once again disappeared in a yellow flash. He reappeared outside Oda to the sight of Yukito and his parents chatting admittedly, while Aiken was watching. Everyone stood back. Stand back, Naruto said with his cloak igniting into a yellow-orange hue. I'm going to blow this place up. I'm going to blow up this place. Izuku, Kurama-chan. Chakra flooded the area as Kurama entered the scene. Naruto planted a Hiraishin seal in front of them. Ready? Uh, Repuzun Buju Dama, tailed beast bomb barrage, Naruto yelled as Kurama fired off thousands of mini Buji Damas, one after another, at the Jutsu Skiri. Um, just when they hit the seal, Naruto teleported them to another seal in the area, namely all the seals on the Kunshin of Ota that he placed earlier. Juken Buji Dama Basuchin. Space-time tailed beast bomb explosion. At that moment, when all the tailed beast bombs were released from space-time and into the real world, they were detonated. Within 5 seconds, Otagakuru was released to Rebel. It accompanied vibrates. However, Naruto was no fool. In fact, to the fact that Kabuto was still alive. Ni, it's time to go back, Naruto said as Kurama returned to her seal. And I'm an idiot, so give me a minute. Returned to her seal. Minato and Kuchina replaced their masks while Yugito tucked a lock of hair behind her ear in the way that he found endearing. The Hokage formed hand seals, Kuchin no Jutsu, slamming onto the ground. A golden line spread out in a summoning circle. The summon burst into existence from the unusual seal array. Juken, take us back to Konoha, please. Naruto ordered. Hi, Naruto-sama. The Kiri responded, expanding its size to fit 5 riders. Ikuza, Naruto uttered, and the supersonic summon took off, leaving a vapor trail in its wake. 2 hours later, at Konoha gates, Naruto dismounted the Kirin, dispelling it afterwards. Hokage-sama, we heard Otsukake was wiped off the map. Izuma started before he was cut off by a wave of Naruto's hand. That would be me, Izuma-san, Naruto said, making both guards sweat drop. Who are you three? Koto asked, pointing at Otome, Minato, and Kuchina. Naruto went behind Aiken, putting his hand on her shoulders. This is my Emot Uzumaki Akagi. Minato smirked. You are still guards, Izuma and Komotsukin. Their eyes bugged out. Who are you? Why do you sound like the Yodame? Izuma asked in a goldish flash. Minato teleported behind the Eternal Guards. Then he snorted, removing his mask. Isn't it okay to sound like myself? They fainted. Naruto gave a mock-hurt look. Tosan, why did you do that? I can't have guards who sleep on the job. Then he teleported to where the guards were, retrieving smelling salts from his storage seal. After they steered, Naruto explained the situation to them. The blonde Hokage returned to his office, giving an announcement for all Chunin and above shinobi to gather at the Hokage Mansion event hall in order to explain his parents' return. An hour later, we should start training. I'll leave Clone here to cover me, Naruto addressed his parents and girlfriend. His surgeon sister had already returned home with the help of Nizumu. Hi, let's get Minato was saying before he was interrupted by a loud sound like newspaper flying all around the room, which was kind of true. At, as it was the sound of lots of paper gathering into one place. Naruto reached for his kunai. Uh, this this scent felt familiar, but he couldn't place it. Friend or foe. That is the end of that chapter. Now going on to the next one. An old friend, a war strategy. Previously, friend or foe. The papers fluttered, taking the shape of a woman. Konan-ni-chan, Naruto said, running to hug her. The blue-haired lady smiled, patting his head. She sighed uh, countedly. The years had taken their toll on her, yet again, against all odds, she had learned how to return to her young white training instantly. Naruto-kun, I've come here to render aid for the Fourth Shinobi World War. I hear you've taken the mantle of Hokage and came as soon as I could to render assistance. My role as the leader of Mikuru didn't really give me much free time, though. Conan explained. Naruto nodded in understanding. How's how's Nagato's eyes? She asked. They're in a strong jar. My eyes are different. Naruto said as there were no Anbus present. Konoha uh, inserted was piqued. Oh, a dojutsu more powerful than the Rinnegan. Now that I'd like to see. Naruto closed his eyes, channeling chakra to them. First the orange marking pigments his eye line. Then he opened his eyes. Were many constricted rings for scaling in the center. The irises was red like a bar, depicting sage mode, and three toma on the ring that acted as their irises bordered. Outside there was another ring with another three tomi, though it was purple like the other rings. In the bar, a slight grew, forming across its irises. Naruto's body went ablaze with Kurama's chakra cloak. Wow, Komo marveled. It was actually a mutation of the Rinnegan, Sage Mode, Sharingan, and Buji Chakra Mode. Power was literally radiating off his body. Kagabuchi no Jutsu, Naruto said as his cloak disappeared. Do my paperwork, he ordered menacingly, causing the clone to grumble. The others laughed. He and Yugito took Konan around town and caught up with each other's lives, while Minato and Kuchina returned to the Namikaze compound for training and refurbishing. An hour later, thanks Naruto-kun, I'll be leaving. Send me a message beforehand when you next convene for the war, Konan said as her body disappeared into tons of paper. I don't know which one. Yoshi, Konan no Jutsu, Jukinden. Orange space-time bullet. Okay, quit opening. I don't know what you are, but stop it. Okay. It is back. Totsuyo Naruto shouted. What the fuck? Hold on, give me a minute. This thing's doing something weird. Is back. Tetsuyo. Naruto shouted in enlightenment as he returned to the compound. Activating his cloak, he teleported around a training dummy with Horizon and, oh my god, this is so annoying, beat it up. With rapid strikes, he even used Kamui to enhance the effect, phasing through it while landing kicks and punches. Within 10 seconds, the dummy was nothing but a pile of splintered timber. Muto, who was standing at the site, applauded. Naruto-kun, even I didn't have that much control over my Hiraishin. To think that you circled your target so many times within repercussion, he analyzed. Yugito praised, praised, and you control and your control was very good. You also unleashed Kamui to negate the possibility of knocking into the dummy while turning around at high speeds, and while Kamui uh, makes that yeah, making things pass through you. You can also hit things while Kamui is activated. Meanwhile, that uh, you turned Kamui on and off many times throughout the whole process in order to quickly overwhelm the opponent by circling them, yet being able to land solid blows impressive. Naruto grinned. That's why they call me the Dojo Jinkun Dun nowadays. Everyone, time for dinner, Kushina yelled from the kitchen. Coming, Naruto and Minato yelled back instinctively. They had learned early on if you don't answer a woman when she first calls and you didn't show up, she would either keep on calling over and over again, or worse, she might beat you up. Minato had learned this the hard way when one day he was completing a complex seal. Kushina had called for dinner, but he didn't respond as he was concentrating on the last three intricate lines before going. The result, Kushina had stormed upstairs and bonked him over the head with his scroll. For Naruto, it had been roughly the same scenario with Yugito, except she was too kind to beat him. Instead, she called him over 10 times, breaking his intense concentration over a particularly difficult skill. Minato smiled, ruffling Naruto's hair. That's my son. They both shouted at the same as they felt a massive killing intent from the kitchen, promising certain death if they didn't respond there on time. Naruto disappeared from his spot, repairing at the kitchen table, which had a Horatian kunai hanging from a lamp. On it, an ornament. I'm serious. In canon, the house. Okay, that's just his commentary. Wait up, Minato called, teleporting after his son. Yugito pouted. Everyone forgot about me. I actually forgot most people walk the normal way, not the other way around. Dinner table. This is good food, Kasan, Aiken said as she happily chomped on the vegetables. Kuchina had decided to adopt her, uh, leading to another person calling her that. Naruto also dug into the dish of spicy water spinach. Yukito, however, uh, shied away from it as she disliked spicy foods. Naruto noticed and placed a drumstick of plum sauce chicken into her rice bowl, which he with his chopsticks. Yukito smiled sweetly, giving a look of thanks as she began eating as well. Kushina muttered, "Quite the romantic, aren't you, eh?" Sochi. Naruto blushed but replied, "It's my duty as a fiance." Minato snorted, "Fiance, no husband." Once Kushina and I set the date. Oni-san, how old are you? Aiken asked innocently. 16, why? What about you, Nichan? Also 16, Yukito replied. Then Aiken smiled devilishly. Aren't you too young? Uh, my, look who's talking, Naruto replied before flashing a genuine smile. One is never too young for love, Aiken-chin. I never had love in my life till I was 12 and met Yugito-chan. Then he took a deep breath, launching into a speech. Only once in your life, I truly believe, you found someone who can completely turn your world around. You tell them things that you would never share with another soul, and they absorb everything you say and actually want to hear more. You share hopes for the future, dreams that will never come true, goals that were never achieved, and the many disappointments life has thrown at you. When something wonderful happens, you can't wait to tell them about it, knowing they will share in the same excitement They are not embarrassed to cry with you when you are uh, hunting, hurting, or laughing. With you, when you make a fool of yourself, never do they hurt your feelings, or make you feel like you aren't good enough, but rather they build you up and show you things about yourself that make you special and even beautiful. Here, yeah, there is never any pressure. Um, Jealousy, or competition, but only a quiet calmness when they are around. You can be yourself and not worry about what they will think of you because they love you for who you are. Uh, the thing that seems insignificant to most people, such as a note, song, or walking, become invaluable treasures kept safe in your heart to cherish cherish forever. Memories of your childhood come back and are so clear and vivid. It's like being young again. Uh, Conscience seems brighten and more brilliant. Laughing seems part of a daily life uh, where before it was infrequent or didn't exist at all. A phrase of encouragement or two during the day helps you get through a long day's work and always brings a smile to your face. In their presence, there's no need for continuous conversations, but you find you're quite content in just having them nearby. Things that have never interested you before become fantastic because you know they are important to the person who is special to you. You think of this person of on every occasion and in everything you do. Simple things like bring them to mind, like a pale blue sky, gentle winds may be broken one day, uh, or even a storm cloud on the horizon. You open your heart knowing that there's a change. It may be broken one day, and you open your heart. You express a love and joy that you never dreamed possible. You find that being valuable, vulnerable, is the only way to allow your heart to true to feel true pleasure, and that's so real it's scary. You can find strength in knowing you have a true friend and possibly a soulmate who will remain loyal to the end. Life seems completely different, and accepting and worthwhile. You only hope and secure yeah security is in knowing that they are part of your life, Naruto said wisely. Wow, Akame marveled. How profound, Naruto-kun, Minato said as he pondered on his son's speech. Kushina gave an amused smile while Yugito blushed, now knowing how much she meant to him. Uh, Now, let's finish dinner, Naruto said cheerfully as he drained his rice bowl and reached into the refrigerator for yogurt. After dinner, Tosan, Kisan, this is your bedroom, Naruto said as he led them to the room similar in size to the master bedroom. It had a cupboard, nightstand, and bookshelves, of course. There was a queen-sized bed in the middle of the room. Waving hand seals, he slammed one hand onto the wall, causing black lines to form in the shape of tags. This was replayed all throughout the room before they disappeared. They Then he did the same for the door. Minato understood Naruto's meaning, but kept quiet for Kuchina's sake. When Naruto explained, uh, "You know, considering for your neighbors, Tosan. Whenever you two get one of those urges, please activate the silence and privacy seals. There's a child in the house. I do not wish for Uncle-chan to see or hear things she shouldn't." Kushina blushed while Minato replied, "Understood. Seal of confirmation, right? Seal of confrontation, right?" Naruto nodded in confirmation. Having experienced it himself. He knew when he got one of those urges to make out with Yukito, he had it bad. So it was definitely more convenient to design it for one-handed activations rather than two-handed. Even a whole string of hand seals because the other hand might be busy. 3 weeks later, over the past weeks, the Alliance Shinobi Force headquarters had undergone construction right below the Hokage um, monument. Naruto, Naruto, his past Yugito, and his parents had trained extensively for the war. The Kage had decided to convince the Tensei no Kunai first. Before Naruto brought them to Konoha, meanwhile, Conan directly came from Konoha for the meetings. Also, Naruto had suspended Yugito from Anbu duty, making her his secret insert in order not to endanger the baby. Something that Tsunade had recommended as Yugito was 5 months pregnant. Allied Shinobi Force Headquarters. It was a curved platform building, but into the mountain space and suspended high above the Hokage mansion, there was a seal to reinforce its security, with privacy and silent seals to in, ensure confidence. It was basically a giant dome hall with a large balcony which looked down on the encumbersome country that Naruto had set aside for all the shinobi forces. Inside the hall itself, there was a big water orb which served as a sending system. Its job was to inform the user of any disturbances in a select area, uh, defined, defined by a barrier. Near it was a large table with several chairs for Naruto, Gaara, and Mifumi, and Konan. Laid out on it was a consensus map of the elemental nations, uh, with various pins and markers next to it. At the entrance was a level 20 Fujitsu burial door with the Haraishin Jutsu circuit in it, only allowed entrance to certain key members of the Allied Shinobi Force. Time to bring the others here, Konan Nichan. Kindly wait for, say, 5 minutes. I'll be back, Naruto said as he performed the hand seals, extending his senses to Tetsu no Kunai. Itakemetsu, the blonde yelled as he disappeared in a yellow flash. Tetsu no Kunai, Kage-sama. Konnichiwa. Can everyone please stand in a single file line and put one hand on the shoulder of the person right in front of you? Naruto exclaimed, making everyone flinch at his sudden appearance before they complied. Going to the front of the line was Gaara, was standing. Ki made Gaara place a hand on his shoulder. Ready? This might take a while, as if it's a far distance and there are so many people. No pressure, though. And the whole group of leaders and their aides disappeared. As they got pulled into space time, within 2 minutes they reappeared at headquarters. Wow, everyone marveled at the design of the building. I know, right? I designed this myself. The various leaders took their seats at the conference table. We got intel that enemies base on the mountain graveyard on the location of our HQ and their HQ. The clash should occur mainly at Tagokurichi, Otsuku, and Yagaraku, so we must advance the citizens of Taku and you. What about Oda? Me asked as Mizu no Kone was far away from Ota and she didn't get the news. I destroyed it. Kabuto and his lackeys kidnapped my family. When I went there to rescue them, he revealed the four past Kages who were on his side. I destroyed two of them before they rose and discarded the other two. They Then afterwards I blew the Otsukakuru, Naruto explained. Password Kage 8 questions. Hi. A Dona. Kabuto used the technique called the Ito Tensei, which stores the souls of the dead into living people. He did this with the Yodama Kazukage and Shindame Raikaze, the Nidame Tetsuki, and the Nidame Mizukage, most of who are related to some of you. The Yodame Namikaze was Garus Dona's father, the Sendame Raikage was A Dona's father, and the Nibotechi was Unko Dona's sensei. As for the Nibu Mizukage, I don't believe he had any relation to anyone here. Anyway, they can be killed, but they can also regenerate. Currently, I'm working on a Fumijutsu that will permanently erase them. Naruto elaborated. So what's the strategy? Onodongon asked. Let's create 5 divisions with 5 supporting divisions. The first division shall be the mid-range battle division. The second division shall be short-range battle division. Third division shall be short to mid-range division. The fourth shall be long-range division, and the fifth will be a special battle division. Conan suggested. Naruto continued. There are then the other 5 divisions should be support attack divisions, logistics support division, medical division, intelligence division, and sensory division. Am I right? Conan nodded, replying formally. On the dot, Naruto Dono. Let's assign roles. I appoint Narushikamaru as chief strategist, Hatake Kakashi as 3rd Division Commander, Nara Shikamaru as 4th Division Proximity Commander, Senjutsu Tsunade as Medical Division Commander, and Yumoto Inochi as Intelligence Division Commander. Naruto said, earning assistance from the other leaders. I offer Konan Konkuro as Support Attack Division Commander, and myself as Regiment Commander. Will that be acceptable? Gara spoke. Everyone agreed again. I offer Donan as 1st Division Commander and Mabi as Longstreak Support Division Commander, as the Raikage grunted. I offer Kitsuchi as 2nd Division Commander. Onki said I offer as a Senior Division Commander. Oi as a Senior Division Commander, I suggested. So it's set. Konohan Donan, will you be the 4th Division Commander, while Mifutsu Dona will be the 5th Division Commander? Naruto answered formally to his sister, finger and the samurai. Also, something to mention. I have taken a liberty of setting up a Kankanshin Shinmitsu Keki sensory system barrier around the potential battlefield. It allows me to sense any disturbances in the area, alert us via ripple in the surface of the water orbs in the middle of the room. Naruto pointed out. For the rest of the meeting, the people at the headquarters discussed placements of troops and strategies. Meanwhile, the aides who had their jobs were here, like Mabuki, had decided to take their time to familiarize themselves with headquarters. Alright, that ends the meeting, but please remain in Konoha for the next event that will be held at Konoha at the Hokage Mansion Event Hall, Naruto announced. Event? Uncle asked, eyebrows raised. Naruto nodded in confirmation. My wedding, of course. That is the end of that chapter. I'm not going to do any more today because I already recorded that part twice. Well, most of it, some like halfway through. Anyway, but one more thing. Make sure if you to subscribe to Anime Alternatia, I think. I'm not good at names. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed and make sure to subscribe to him.